Alfy Basurto's already lost his businesses and home in the Lahaina fires, and he's now facing a lawsuit.
At a time when all of us need to contribute to the solution,
trying to stop him from building more than a dozen tiny homes in a gated community above Lahaina.
I never thought that these guys would go as far as to, file a complaint in court to prevent emergency housing.
The Pu'unoa Homeowners Association is suing Basurto and his associates for grading the land without a permit. Before the fires, Basurto planned to build a luxury tiny home village in the West Maui Hills on 2.5 acres of land. His goal has now shifted to letting families live there for free for up to 2 years to get back on their feet. A representative of the managing company for the association, Hawaiiana Management, would not comment on the litigation.
It breaks my heart knowing people are going to have to leave the West Side. Like that alone, leaving the West Side is hard. Leaving Maui, even harder.
Kristen Concilio, KITV4, Island News.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alfy Basurto. I'm a Tongan boy raised in California. And, man, why did it get so emotional so fast, man? Lahaina is my home. Got 5 children. Our home was destroyed by the fire. We were located next to the wharf in Lahaina. And just like everybody here, man, we lost tremendously. Right? We're refugees in our own home. That is horrific. Should never be a thing, but it is today. Now, we have land that we're going to donate. My friend Adam spoke about it in Pu'unoa Estates. 2.5 acres. I've emailed each one of you right after the fires. I stated we have land that we're going to give to everyone to place a tiny home to live for free for the next 2 years. We don't profit from this. If I could say to a family, hey, I got you for 2 years. Anxiety gone, healing begins, and they're like, right on. I feel good. I got a place to live. I got a place for my kids to live. So if you want to find us, our website is rebuildmaui.org. You can reach out to us. We've got someone who's donating 2 tiny homes. We're going to put it up there. But the zoning prevents us from putting more tiny homes. It's flat land, undeveloped. It's perfect for a few families. It's not going to answer for all of our problems. Like I'm a family of 7. It's not going to solve our problem. We're not going to live there. But there's a lot of families here who'd be like, or Kapuna would be like, I can live there. Give me that. I'm down. I got 2 years of life to go and no, don't pay a thing. The infrastructure issue is not an issue. It's self-contained. It's got water, it's got solar, it's ready, it's good, it's perfect. Ocean views, so you're not in some obscure, gnarly place. It's beautiful. Okay, the last thing I want to say is I'm part of this other organization it's called HUA. It's Heard, Understood, and Acknowledged. It's a virtual system. It's like a virtual civic center. Why this is important? Because when you guys hear it, you guys may have heard it before, but I need to tell you now so when you hear it again, you latch onto this. It's like a virtual civic center where FEMA, Red Cross, SBA, all the service providers can come together virtually because at one point, everyone's going to withdraw from here. There's going to be no more people at Civic Center providing services. What happens to all the needs that still exist? They still exist and they need to be acknowledged and need to be serviced. But when you hear about this effort, it's another nonprofit. When you hear about it, some of you have, please inquire about it. So there is some miscommunication at the ground level. It's really easy to clear that up. You just have someone tell them, hey, you've got a place to stay for even 2 months would be nice. Because that level of anxiety that is automatically reduced, because right now we're being told we got 30 days. That spikes your anxiety. It stops the healing process. It's hard to be a good parent, a good spouse, a good friend when you think in 30 days you're about to get displaced. It's really difficult. Okay? So better communication, please. Evacuation efforts. Listen, we got to talk about evacuation efforts because there was a huge failure there. I'm not here to speak ill of firefighters or cops. It's not going to help. But what happened was there was very little to no evacuation. I'm a retired cop, California. I participated in wildfire evacuations as a police officer. Strategically, we go home to home, street to street, evacuating all the residents. Sir, you gotta go. No, it's my home. Sorry, you gotta leave. It's a fire coming. You're gone. Let's go. The training was not in place. I'm saying this because this cannot happen again to Lahaina, cannot happen to another island. You know, I think it's really important that in all of our stewardships and all of our roles, we have to take some self-assessments. And I think right now, something that we're all noticing is that we're failing on all levels right now. Otherwise, we wouldn't have so many upset people right now. And I think self-worth, right? Because for myself, right? If I'm sucking as a dad, if I'm sucking as a husband, right? I'm like, well, what can I do to be better? You know, and I think that a lot of that falls on us. A lot of it falls on you as a council. It's very true. We can't keep sucking. That's just not an option anymore, right? There's a lot at stake.
RebuildMaui.org was founded after the Maui fires on August 8, 2023, to create long-term housing solutions for families that lost their homes. Our first community of dome homes started with a land donation from our founders, Alfy and Jessica Basurto. Our mission, born out of personal loss as our own family home and business were consumed by the fires, is clear: to provide displaced families with attractive, no-cost, long-term housing. With your help, we can give families that have lost loved ones, homes, and all of their personal belongings a place to call home and to begin the healing process. Your support and contributions will help families have a home again in the fastest and most economical way possible.